History isn't just a record of dates and treaties. It's a tapestry woven from human suffering, ambition, and the visceral reality of survival. We return once more to the heart of Europe, to the tumultuous year of 1403. The Holy Roman Empire is fracturing. King Wenceslas IV remains in captivity, and his half-brother, Sigismund the Red Fox, prowls the lands, his Hungarian mercenaries leaving a trail of fire and ruin. Welcome back, travelers. Today, we venture beyond the humble palisades of Rade. We are stepping into the grander, darker, and infinitely more perilous narrative of Kingdom Come, Deliverance II. We are no longer simply observing a blacksmith's boy trying to survive. We are witnessing the forging of a warrior caught in the gears of continental warfare. Let us dissect the story, the stakes, and the soul of this highly anticipated sequel. To understand where we're going, we must acknowledge the blood on our boots. Henry of Skalitz began his journey as a victim and innocent swept away by the gale force of history. When Markvart von Alitre is his home. By the end of the first chapter, Henry had found a new father figure in Sir Radzig Kobyla, discovered his true lineage, and earned his place as a squire. But the central wound remains unhealed. The sword forged by his father is still missing. The man who ordered his parents' execution still draws breath. Kingdom Come, Deliverance II doesn't offer a gentle beginning. The narrative picks up almost immediately where we left off. Henry, now accompanied by his liege lord and reckless friend, Sir Hans Capon, is on a diplomatic mission. They travel toward Trotsky Castle. However, the road to redemption is rarely straight. The writers at Warhorse Studios have employed a classic, yet effective narrative device, the fall. Early in this new journey, Henry and Hans are ambushed. They are stripped of their fine armor, their weapons, and their status. This is crucial not just for gameplay progression, but for the narrative theme. It reminds us that in the 15th century, a man without his steel is nothing but meat for the wolves. Henry must rise from the mud once again, but this time, the stakes have evolved from personal vengeance to the survival of the kingdom itself. If the first game was a tale of the countryside, of hamlets, mills, and local lords, the sequel is a tale of the metropolis. We are introduced to Kuttenberg, or Kuttenhora, in 1403. This was not merely a town. It was the economic heart of Bohemia, the rival of Prague itself. It's a city built on silver, and where there is silver, there is corruption. The narrative scope expands drastically here. We are no longer dealing solely with bandit raids. We are entering a viper's nest of political intrigue, religious schism, and the early tremors of the Hussite Wars. The developers have emphasized that the scale of the conflict is kings versus kings. Henry is thrust into the orbit of Sigismund the Red Fox. The narrative promises to explore the duality of this era, the breathtaking beauty of the Bohemian landscape, contrasted against the grotesque brutality of civil war. In Kuttenberg, Henry is an outsider. The script is flipped. Henry is no longer the local hero everyone knows. He is a small fish in a violently churning ocean. He must navigate the complexities of the shivering guilds, the ruthless German nobility, and the common folk who are whispering of revolution. Amidst the gloom of war, the narrative heart of Kingdom Come, Deliverance II beats within the relationship between Henry and Sir Hans Capon. What began as a rivalry between a peasant and a spoiled noble has calcified into a brotherhood. Forged in iron, Hans serves as the narrative foil to Henry. Where Henry is driven by a somber duty and a thirst for vengeance, Hans brings levity, hedonism, but also a surprising depth of loyalty. Their dynamic is the anchor of the story. It humanizes the history. It reminds us that even as empires burn, it is the bond between individuals that makes life endurable. However, we must anticipate tragedy. The tone of the trailer suggests a maturation of Sir Hans. He is forced to grow up, just as Henry was. The question the game poses is, can their friendship survive the crushing weight of their responsibilities? The narrative of Kingdom Come has always been grounded in a philosophy of realism. This is not a fantasy where the hero is a chosen one destined to save the world with magic. Henry is mortal. The sequel delves deeper into the morality of the soldier. Henry is seeking to kill Markvart von Alitre, but is revenge a valid pursuit when the world is ending? The introduction of early firearms, primitive hand cannons, and arquebuses symbolizes a shift in the narrative era. The age of chivalry is dying, choking on the smoke of gunpowder. Honor is being replaced by efficiency. Henry must grapple with his identity, Is he the bastard son of a noble destined for leadership, or is he the blacksmith's son, destined to hammer out a life of simplicity? The deep English of the game script the archaic dialogue. The focus on status and God immerses us in the mindset of a medieval man. He is not a modern protagonist dropped into the past. He fears God, he respects the hierarchy, and he fears the abyss of sin. Kingdom Come, Deliverance II promises a narrative that is both an epic and a tragedy. It is a story about the cost of ambition, both Sigismund's ambition for the throne and Henry's ambition for revenge. We are about to embark on a journey that will take us from the darkest dungeons to the most opulent courts of Europe. It is a testament to the enduring power of historical storytelling. We play not to escape reality, but to touch the texture of the past, rough, bloody, and undeniably human. Prepare your steel, polish your armor, for in the kingdom of Bohemia, deliverance is not given, it is earned in blood. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the lore of 1403, strike the like button as you would a human invader, and subscribe for more chronicles from the past. Until the next path crosses ours, God be with you.